to take it. He's still with a left, right, shit. Look.
More steals than Ricky Head from the Pac-10.
I ain't new to this. I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy? But ain't nothing going on but cash and be ballin'. But I guess they all is cause they hear a brother fallin'. Don't sweat it, everything's gonna be alright. Let's go back a few years to be exact. High school, the fools didn't know how to act. The St. Joe's, the host treated me different. But I was good on the dribble like an infant. And it went all down the corner playing. And you see Berkeley, I was the man. Every week, my name in the cabinet.
Well, all's wells ends well, Kendrick. Tonight, the Mavericks got us a dub. After it looked,
yeah, man. But before that,
and now we got a dub, and now we on our way making a run to the World Cup.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but maybe the Mavericks need to think. Maybe the Mavericks need to think about tanking again. Because did they just put up what I just think I put up? Cameron Boozer in a game against Tennessee. I put this on the group chat. He had 24 points, 23 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. Boy, his first game at a 2020 game.
We don't need to. We don't need to take.
But Mavericks get a win. It took them 3 games, but they finally got a win. 139-129. The defense finally came alive in the third quarter. They finally won the third quarter in this game. And also a big second half was on the turnover. Remember when I said the Mavericks had about 13 turnovers in the first half? Well, they only had 7 in the second half. In the second half, so they did a better job keeping the ball. And then also the growth. We saw a little growth, a little more aggressiveness from Cooper Swag.
Well, he was dunking that thing today, wasn't he?
Started the party going. He has a lot of playmaking, had some lobs, had some dunks, got his first body of his young NBA season. He had 22, 4 and 4 in this game. Also had a block, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. So he's being more aggressive with the shot. 4-4 from the free throw line, 29 minutes. AD had another double-double, 25 points, 10 rebounds in this game. I thought he was going to go for 50, but he went for half of that. 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks in this game, 11 of 14 in 35 minutes. And also P.J. Washington had 17 in this game. He had 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 6 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3 in 32 minutes of play in this game. And really kind of thwarted a Scotty Barnes who looked like he was about to go off. He had finished up with 33 and 11 and 6 in this game. But the Mavericks defense was shut down the water on everything else, especially R.J. Barrett didn't have really a good game, and Brandon Ingram, who had stretches, but the Mavericks defense really came alive in that second half.
Yes, and Cooper Swag did catch his first body tonight, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, man. Caught his first body. Really started the Mavericks off on the right way in the second half. Like I said, he's going to have to be aggressive in this game. He's going to have to look for his shot. It looked like when he didn't have to think out there, he was doing more playmaking, more assisting, instead of just stop thinking the game, just going out there and playing. And it looked like when the Mavericks started speeding up, like they got better as the game went on. Guys just going out there just being athletes. So that was a good thing right there. But listen, there's always good news and there's always bad news. And the good news is, one, D'Angelo Russell had himself a game. In fact, he's had him so much of a game. 24, 6 assists, 5 boards, 3 steals. He's a plus 26. He had the highest plus minus of the game. 8 of 18 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 29 minutes. He has such a good game, Walt. You're gonna love this. He's the Mavs' first of the season. bFb, DFW, player of the game, D'Angelo Russell. His 24 points basically catapulted the Mavericks to a dub tonight. That's the good news. The bad news is with a D'Angelo Russell good game, you probably gonna get 2 bad games right behind it. So if the Mavericks are relying on D'Angelo Russell to get 24 points and 6 assists and 5 rebounds and be a plus 26, it's gonna be a long season, because that's the reason why he's been on 17 in 8 years. So there you have it. D'Angelo Russell, the first man of the season to get the bFb, DFW.
You know what? You really did that. You really gave him that award just to spite me, is what you did.
No, I did, man. He played. Listen, he balled out. He balled out, man. The man was playmaking today. He was hitting threes, getting to the basket, getting fouls, getting and ones, was aggressive. He even was playing a little defense today, man. I mean,
on the night where Cooper Swag caught a body.
Yeah, listen, he got 3 steals. Listen, all in all, he had a better stat line than Cooper Flag did. Cooper Flag was just a +5. D'Lo had the highest plus minus of the night of anybody. He was a plus 26 when he was out there on the court, man. He had 3 steals. Cooper Flag didn't have no steals. I mean, D'Angelo Russell out-rebounded Cooper Flag. He out-assisted Cooper Flag. 5 to 4 on rebounds, 6 to 4 on assists. He got more steals. He got more he got more blocks. I mean, so I had to give it to him. I had a good Cooper. Cooper's gonna have his day. It's just D'Angelo Russell was the reason why you won this basketball game tonight.
What game were you watching?
I was watching the same game you were watching. Listen,
please, what game were you watching?
I get it, right? When you hate a guy, when you dislike a guy, I want to say hate. But when you dislike a guy, you ignore anything. I mean, anything he has done, anything to spite him, you know, anything that man has done. You just.
What the fuck was this, Bruce?
Yeah, that's exactly. Turn it to yourself, and that's fine. But me being a biased commentator, I am and looking at the whole game, I can turn off my hate or my dislike.
What you said that you're right. You are biased. You are biased. You are very biased. My unbiased. I can always turn off my. No, you said it right. Because once you got a guy, boy, you stick with him.
Listen, Walt. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't
I mean, even Chicken said so. I thought Anthony Davis had a good night.
Yeah, he did. He did have a good night. He just wasn't the best player on the court tonight. But listen,
you're gonna argue with a guy like Chicken, a guy who sits down and watches these games thorough.
Listen,
you're gonna argue with a guy like Chicken.
Anthony Davis was in the role he was meant to be his whole career. He was a number 3. That was the role. He was the 3rd best player on the floor tonight for the Mavericks. He just happened to be Cooper Flag, and D'Angelo Russell was better than him tonight. But that's okay. Listen. Unlike
let me guess. You like guys like Rick Fox and Devin George's of the world. You like Sean Marion and Roger Bell and Matt Barnes.
I did like a couple of Tyler Perry movies Rick Fox was in though, man.
You like those type of players. That's what Anthony Davis was tonight. He was one of those guys, huh? Rick Fox.
Listen, Anthony Davis was in the role. He was always
Turkoglu.
I don't know what's triggering you so much. Anthony Davis was in the role he was meant to be his whole career. A number three option. When Anthony Davis is a number 3 option, you got a championship team.
Stojakovic, Hito Turkoglu.
It's just not. He just can't be a number 1 option on championship.
Yeah, Ron Artest.
I'm just playing out to you. Listen, D'Angelo Russell, my player of the game, without his contributions, unlike Walt, I can look past all the nonsense he's done. I don't hold grudges like some people beside me do. I can come around to the fact that He was the main catalyst to help you win this ball game. Like I said, I'm just reading the stats right here. Chicken, Pierre, if you're out there, D'Angelo Russell had the highest plus minus of the night, a plus 26. He had 3 steals. He had 6 assists. He had 5 boards. He shot 8 for 18 from the field. He went to the line more than anybody tonight. He was 6 of 18. He made more free throw shots than anybody tonight. 6 in 29 minutes of play. If you don't get that contribution from D'Angelo Russell, that 24.6 assists and 3 rebounds, you don't win the game. You're gonna get 20 out of Cooper Flag. You've been getting that. You've been getting that all season. You've been getting 25 from AD. You've been getting that all season, still getting hot airs. You had to have this 24 for you to this 24 that D-Lo gave you, Walter, for you to get this dub. It's just the way it is.
Well, let's check it out for ourselves here.
Yeah, check it out, man. So you can see the error of your ways. Up there hating on D'Lo Russell. What's wrong with you? It didn't start out great for the Mavericks. As that's Scotty Barnes, right? The defense is still an issue. Defense wins championships, yeah. It's still an issue, but yeah, when you got that's a turnover right
good.
there.
Did he have a 79% shooting percentage like AD did tonight?
Yeah, but Chicken, AD was doing that all from putbacks and lob dunks. I mean, if you're 2 feet from the basket, you should be able to shoot 79%. I mean, we've been asking AD to do that for the last two games. Is to get his behind to the basket. He finally actually did that. Did a job. He only shot 1 3. He only missed 1 3 tonight. He only missed 1 because he only took 1 3 instead of just taking 5 a night and missing all 5. But it is what it is.
You digress.
Yeah, I digress. That's Cooper Flag. Watch this dunk. Oh! Cooper
Watch
Flag.
your head, boy.
Let's not go that far. He ain't got a 48-inch version. Let's not do that. That's not
Just
like
watch
LeBron
your
out there. That's not like LeBron out there freight training, folks. Let's not do that. Oh, that's an end one. And like I said, this game was really competitive. It's Cooper Flag. With the basketball IQ right there, and one. Good footwork. Oh, good hustle by PJ. That's D'Angelo Russell. Look at her, man. Look at her. D'Angelo Russell making things happen. Off the bench. I'm pretty sure Coach Kidd gonna say something about it. Oh, that's Scotty Barnes right there, boy. He ate himself a night. Too bad his coach is stupid. He took him out the game and then the Mavericks made a run. He took him as soon as his coach took him out the game. I told us to walk. I said, "Oh man, they just helped out the Mavericks. They took Scotty Barnes out the game after he made a 3. It was up to 31 points. There's a 3. Yeah, this guy right here, he's shooting the lights out of the ball, man. He's shooting 60% from 3 so far early this season. Max Christie, you need that. You need that. You need him to become a good spot up shooter, a good corner 3-point shooter. You know, Coach Kidd loves those corner 3s. That's Scotty Barnes again. Ooh, AD, you better get out there, boy. That's another bad turnover.
Another turnover. Oh. What was he thinking?
Jaden Hardy not hustling back on defense. This guy here, a pretty sneaking good game too. I like his hustle tonight. He really wanted Najee Marshall. You can tell he was real disappointed after they took that L from the Washington Wizards. He's over there sulking on Friday night. Look at D-Lo with that assist. Come on, Walt, look at him.
Come on, man.
D-Lo with the assist.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's Brandon. That's BI right there with that midi. That's another turnover right there. I mean, it's AD just watching the 3 go in.
Damn, Mavs win, Cows lose. Yeah. You might as well get used to that because next
week.
week.
A lot of Cows when you see that defense. Did you see that defense?
Next Monday night, the Mavericks and the Cowboys play at the same time. Okay, Cooper
Yep.
Swag. And then the following Monday, they go on a bye week, and then when they come back, the Mavs and the Cowboys play.
D'Angelo Russell with that clutch 3. You know it's gonna be a good night.
Stop it.
Look at that pass. Look at that pass. D-Lo playmaking, man. He was the catalyst tonight. That's Scotty Barnes again, boy. That boy had it going on tonight. He looked like he was going for it.
Stars at least one bad. Yeah, before that, they were on a 4-game losing streak. Okay, Cooper Swag, in your face.
Oh, who's that dude? Just dunking on AD's head. Some other big man dunking on AD's head again.
Yeah, we've been seeing that a lot from AD.
Oh, that's Max Christian, another 3. Max Christian up corner 3s, like he got it down. We need some of them. Oh, Mavericks not getting back on defense again.
What else?
Scotty Barnes. Look at D-Lo. D-Lo saying, I refuse to let us lose. I refuse. Look at him, man. This guy right here, he got good as the game went on, too. Look at her.
Didn't even know the Mavs played until y'all said I had a pregame. Well, LeVar, just stick with us. Whenever they play, we're gonna be on. Whenever you see us on, that means they playing.
Yeah. You must have cried in your pillow after the Cowboys lost. We ain't got no control over that. They're gonna lose a lot this season.
No, I don't even think LeVar is a Cowboys fan.
Oh, thank goodness. You lucky. You lucky, LeVar.
He was efficient, but Flag need 20 push shots a game. How many points does Cooper Swag had tonight?
22. Where's AD? Yeah, no need to hurt yourself on that one, AD. Look at her.
I mean, eventually he'll get the 20 shot. Right now he don't need to take. We'll coast him into 20 shots a game.
Yeah, man, because you got D'Angelo Russell, man.
Oh my God, that is not what I meant when I said that.
Yeah, God knows. Yeah, that is what you meant. Because I'm saying that's what you meant.
Oh, there's Clay too.
Who did he play today?
Yeah. You know he played.
He played. Oh man, the man quickly he went by him. He went by. Yeah, he played because he got blown by a couple times today. Oh, good. Mavericks pushing the basketball. That's Cooper Swag with a dunk. Good dish by boy Najee. I thought Derek Lively had a good defensive game. He was rejecting shots. Oh, there's a body right here. Call 911. They got the crowd hype.
I mean, I missed it.
That's AD giving him congrats. Say, man, I remember I used to do that.
Ooh, don't jump, boy.
Every time I do something like that, I sprain a foot or something. Look, you see D-Lo at the outlet pass?
Don't jump.
Listen, Walt.
Don't jump.
The play was made by D'Angelo Russell with the quick outlet pass, man.
Oh my God, will you please stop?
No, I'm telling you the truth.
I'm just gonna turn on notifications. I divorced the Cowboys about 8 years ago. I just keep tabs on here, the Cowboys, to see how they're doing from a distance, like a bitter baby daddy.
Is that LeVar? Is that LeVar?
It is LeVar.
LeVar, let me tell you something. The way CeeDee Lamb looked on that bench, like he ready to divorce the Cowboys right now.
Yeah, he sure did have a look on his face today that was kind of concerning.
He had a look on his face like, why am I here? Oh man.
Definitely was cause for concern.
Now this is when he takes it to the next level. When he can start hitting this consistently.
And notice he's off the ball. He was off the ball off pretty much all his points tonight.
Yeah, man, because he had D-Lo Russell up in there.
Oh my God.
Doing his thing. I'm answering your questions, Walt.
D'Angelo Russell did. Now, the one thing I will say is the player smarten up and realize if I want to stay on this team and get minutes, I'm at to pass the ball. I'm at to put the ball in right spots. I can't just be launching up shots.
Yeah, man, he was doing that all night, man. He's playmaking. He's playing defense. He's rebounding. Good stat line. Oh, that's that man again. Scotty Barnes. Oh, nice finish. B.I. hurt himself again. Max Christie had a nice game. There he is, that man, my bFb player of the game. D'Angelo Russell hitting that three. There's PJ popping that wrist, letting it fly. There it is. Oh, that's some dick on the floor. Well,
oh my God. Pause, man. Pause. Hard pause. Oh, watch what you're doing. You turned the ball over.
That's his last day, man. That's his last day. What are you talking about? That's the man's name. All right. I didn't name him. Yeah, that turned out to a 139-129 win by the Dallas Mavericks. Now 1-2 with the defending champions coming into town tomorrow night on the second half of a back-to-back. Let's see if AD doesn't have the night off tomorrow night. Hopefully. Well, we know knees swell up, especially with him. So we'll see. Hopefully they get Gaff in tomorrow. You know, because they actually need him.
We definitely need him at some point.
He's working for free now. He's working for free. You know, if you got paid. But anyway, Mavericks win 139-129. First win of the season, thanks to our boy D-Lo. Well, my guy D-Lo, doing this thing tonight. So,
all right, man. Let's go into the stats and facts real quick.
All right, let's go to the stats and facts. Brought to you by me, myself, and I. And Walt Chisholm, sitting up there hating on D'Angelo Russell. What's up, Walt Chisholm? All right, let's get down to it. The Mavericks shoot 59% on 85 shots.
100% sure I deserve that one.
Oh, 80. Yeah, they did. Meanwhile, the Raptors shot 100 times in this game. They shot 100 times, 49 out of 100 for 49%. They took 100 shots in this game. Wow. Meanwhile, the Mavericks were 10 out of 26 from three. That's 39%. Also, the Raptors were 39%. They were 13 out of 33. Free throws. The Mavericks went to the line 39 times. That's good. You still can't shoot 74%. They only made 29 of them. It was 74%. So you gotta get that. If you're going a lot, you gotta start hitting most of your free throws. Had a lot of misses by AD, some by D'Lo Russell, and company. So you gotta get that up. Meanwhile, the Raptors were 18 out of 24 for 75%. Rebounds 49 to 43 in favor of the Mavericks. Offensive boards 14 to 12 in favor of the Raptors. Assists, both teams were high in assists. The Raptors had 33 assists. The Mavericks had 32. Steals 12 to 10 in favor of the Mavericks. Blocks, first time the Mavericks win the block total this year, 7-1 in favor of the Mavericks. Total turnovers, the Mavericks had 20 turnovers, but they didn't turn it over a lot in the second half. 20 turnovers, giving up 30 points. That's still a lot, but they were better in keeping the ball in the second half. Meanwhile, the Raptors had 16 turnovers for 20 points. Fast break points 22 to 21 in favor of the Mavericks, and points in the paint, big edge to the Mavericks. They had 70 points in the paint to 58 for the Raps. Let's get to the box score, if you will. Starting off with the Dallas Mavericks. Anthony Davis, 35 minutes, 11 to 14 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. Thank goodness he just took 1 3 tonight. He was terrible from the free throw line.
6 3-point attempts is low for a star player. Flag need 8 of 10. Well, he didn't have to shoot too many threes because he was too busy dunking the ball on people's heads tonight.
Speaking of shooting, Anthony Davis was horrible shooting free throws. He was 3 out of 8 from the free throw line.
Yes.
25. He had 25 points, 10 rebounds in this game. He did have 6 of those were offensive rebounds for Anthony Davis. He had 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks in this game. PJ Washington, 32 minutes. He was 6 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He had seven rebounds, 5 assists. He came alive in the second half. He had 1 steal. He finished up with 17 points. He was a +6. Cooper Flagg, 22 points in 29 minutes. He was a +5 in the game. He did have 5 fouls, but he played with him. 1 block, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds in this game. He was 4-4 from the free throw line. 2 of 6 from 3, 8 of 14 from the field. Derek Lively, 21 minutes. So he went up from 10 to 19. Now he's at 21. He's going up, Walt. He 21 minutes. He had 4 points. Both live dunks. He was a +17. He had 4 assists though, so that's good right there. He also had 7 rebounds in this game, and he had 3 blocks. So he did have a block party today for himself. Klay Thompson, only 20 minutes. Only 20 minutes. Thank God. Nobody going past that. If it is, it's bad news. But he did have 10 points in those 20 minutes. He had 1 block, 3 assists, and 4 boards in this game. He was a -3. I mean, how you on the starter on the starting line to be in minus and you won the game? And let you know. But he also was 4-7 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3-point range. Caleb Martin, 12 minutes, 2 of 3 from the field. He had 1 rebound, 2 steals in this game. He also had 5 personal fouls in 12 minutes. Dang, he had 4. He was fouling. He had 4 points in this game also. Najee Marshall, 25 minutes. He was 4-4 from the field, 4-4 from the free throw line. He was perfect. He had 12 points. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals in this game. He was a +18. Dwight Powell, just 2 minutes. Garbage time. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists. 1 board, had 2 points. He was a -6. Max Christie, 27 minutes. Good shooting night for him again. 5 of 8. We talked about how he's shooting the 3 ball very well. 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 17 points. Was a +17. He also had 1 steal in this game. The Mavericks going to take that next step. They're going to need him to be a consistent open catch and shoot 3-point shooter. Nembhard, just 2 minutes in the game. He's a -6, had no points. Kelly, just 2 minutes in the game, no points, -6. And Jaden Hardy, he had 5 minutes because he stunk on defense. He was 0 for 1 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound. He was a -8, had 2 points. But Walt, there's some good news. Once again, my BFW player of the game goes to D'Angelo Russell, aka the player, aka the number 2 pick in the 2015 draft, aka
from Ohio State.
Ohio State. The boy did his thing. 24 points in 29 minutes. Yeah, he was 8 of 18 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Wow, 3 steals. The boy played defense tonight. He was a +26. Yes, that is the Mavs' first ever BFB DFW player of the game for the Mavericks in the 25-26 season. Goes to D'Angelo Russell. Congratulations, D'Angelo Russell.
He's part of the 20 club tonight.
Yeah, part of the 20 club. All right. Well, let's get to the Toronto Raptors. Brandon Ingram, 32 minutes. He had 22 points. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. From the field, 2 of 3 from 3. RJ Barrett, 28 minutes. He was 7 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds.
Scotty Barnes had 33 points.
Yeah, 16 points. He was a +10 in this game. And Scotty Barnes, like you said, 33 points, 11 boards, another double-double, 6 assists in this game. But he did have 5 turnovers. He was a +5. He was 13 of 24, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 or 5 from the free throw line in 34 minutes of play. 33 points in 34 minutes is pretty good. Jacob Polite, 19 minutes. He was 2 or 3 from the field, 0 2 from the free throw line. He had 8 boards in this game, 4 assists, 1 steal. He's a -15. He had 4 points. Emmanuel Quickly, 32 minutes. He's 5 of 16 from the field, 1. And we got a fight going. 1 of 7 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 5 assists, 5 boards, 2 steals in this game. He was a minus 15, and he had 14 points for Manuel quickly. Some dude named Mamaku Basili. That's it right there. Got it. 22 minutes, 6 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 16 points. He had 3 assists and 1 board. He was a minus 6 in this game. Battle, 7 minutes, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. He had 1 rebound. He was a minus 2, had 3 points. Murray Boyles, the rookie, 13 minutes, 0 of 4 from the field. His first game of the season, 0 of 1 from 3. He had 2 rebounds. He's a minus 1, had no points in this game. Magabo, 2 minutes, plus 6. He had no points. He had a steal. Obawe, 22 minutes, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 1 steal. He was a minus 10, had 5 points. Shed, 16 minutes in the game, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2. 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He was a plus 5, 6 points. He had 8 assists and 1 steal. He's not related to me on my mom's side of the family, even though his last name is Shed. My mother's name Shed, but no relation there. And also
no relation.
Yeah, and also hey, sometimes they say they need that in your life. Grady Dick, the ladies say they always need that in their life. 13 minutes, 10 points for him. He had 1 steal, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. He was a minus 2. He was 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. They're shooting a little blank stuff out, but hey, it is what it is. And then that's your stats and facts of this Dallas win, 139-129. The Mavericks are back at it again tomorrow night against the reigning, defending NBA champions. Right there, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That makes me so mad that you have that hat on. Makes me so mad.
Wait, what's wrong with the hat? It's a good-looking hat. I always thought they had a gas station like, logo, but it's actually a good-looking color scheme. So I'm kind of cool with that.
That's because they were partnering with love. That's because they were partnering with love.
After what women did, I'm about to give me a San Antonio Spurs hat also.
Oh my God! Talk about pandering to the crowd.
I like them too, man.
Talk about pandering to the crowd.
Women's becoming my favorite player in the NBA.
Okay. Well, we've got that was our Mavs portion of the night. If the Jason Kidd post game interview comes up while we go through this next segment, we'll go to it. But
nobody down.
No one's dying.
No one's dying. We all right. No one's dying.
Thank you.
Yeah, Paige Beckers.
Paige is excited.
Yeah, you've been everywhere.
So earlier there was a football team here in Dallas that decided to take the field, and that didn't go so well. It's the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Denver Broncos, but never fear because they've been losing them since 1992 in Denver, so they have won since that great year.
This is 8 straight.
Tony was on the radio. Boyz II Men had just come out. The Cosby Show ended in 1992.
Jasmine Guy was still fine.
Who's that?
Jasmine Guy from a Different World was still fine.
Kelly Kapowski broke up with Zach Morris in 1992. I was 5 years old.
Did Menace to Society come out in 1992?
I think so. Juice definitely came out in 1992.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of good things, man.
Right.
Beepers were in, back in 1992.
Yeah. And so the Cowboys, all those things are gone and have come and gone, except for the Cowboys losing to the Denver Broncos in Denver.
If you had a geo tracker, you got a lot of playback in 1992.
But I want to start. This is probably going to be my favorite part of the night because I know it just irks you. But Jerry Jones did some talking after the game today.
Oh Lord! What has Mr. Burns got to say now?
And
what line excuse he go come up with now?
And I would love for you guys to pay attention to this because Kendrick definitely needs to pay attention to this. So here's my owner, my guy Jerry Jones, celebrating a birthday last week.
They'll let you know where you at in life, Walt.
Yeah. My guy Jerry Jones. Here he goes.
Yeah, your guy. Your guy.
Okay, first of all, I really want to congratulate this ownership group. They've really come in here over these last 3 years, and they've really turned this thing around. Their entire enthusiasm of the fans, the team, and that was formidable for us out there tonight. They beat us physically. Their lines beat us, but their overall team, they did it with a young quarterback. My hat's off to them. Great win for them. We all know that we think a lot of Sean Payton. It was a big win for them. We had high hopes because we thought we could come in here and have a big win for us. That didn't happen. They had everything to do with it. We got to get better.
Jerry, the inconsistency with this team winning one week, losing the other has been pretty staggering. How do you evaluate your team right now, 8 games in?
Well, I am not happy at all with winning 3 ball games at all. And that starts really for what our goals are. Can we play better? Of course we can play better. But we knew coming in here, their fronts, both their defense and offensive front, was going to be a challenge for us. And we needed to offensively be able to play against a real big-time defense, and they played well, their defense. So I'm more impressed with how they handled us, our offense, because it was up front that made a lot of difference there. Secondly, I thought that we could stop them better defensively. We all saw the same thing out there. We've got a lot of work to do.
Your defense showed some strides against the Commanders here. Your defense played better against the Commanders. Did that make it even tougher to watch, the fact that they couldn't play well at all today?
Well, at this juncture, you would look at it from the standpoint of how do we go forward and how do we play better. And again, I've said all along, you've got to, out there, you've got to step up and against the running game. I think we had 10 or 11 plays at almost the half or halfway through the second quarter, over 10 yards or more in the running play. And we've got to come up and do a better job of run stopping. We knew that if we didn't do that on that front, that it was going to be a long day for us, and that's what it was.
A lot of penalties hurt you, Jerry. Was your team prepared to play today?
Well, again, those penalties really did set us back early, and you can't have the challenge we had physically against this team as well as commit the turnovers that we had, and I know all of our fans see it, but that's just a fact. That's what happened. And a couple of times that exchange there at the half, if we don't have a couple of sloppy things out there, we might be able to have that score be different at the half. Could have made a big difference. But again, I think overall what we hoped we could do was mitigate their defense. They've got a really sound defense, and we hoped we could play better against it with our front. We were hoping that we could do a better job up front. We didn't, and we paid the price for it.
Jerry, does a performance like this make you more or less inclined to try to add at the trade deadline to help this team? Does it discourage you, or does it make you feel like you just need to add more at this point based on what you saw?
Well, loss is discouraging. But as far as my temperament, if I saw a proposition for us to help this team, no matter what this score was today, then I would look at it on the merits of helping this team. And if you're talking about trading for a player or trading a player, I'd completely look at it on the merits of the team, both for next week or the weeks after or for the longer term. So I'd have to answer your question, no, today would not affect a decision on trading for a player.
You talked about going forward and moving forward. How do you go forward from here defensively?
Well, you step up and first of all, it'll be easy to see the mistakes or where we can get better. And so the best thing you can do is address what's on this tape and point to that and correct that with your own individual player, own discipline, own play technique. That's what you do in football, is you take your bad plays and you learn from them, and if you don't, then you keep making them and you don't have a job.
Jerry, are you concerned with effort on defense at all?
No, I'm not. I see the same thing you see. It should be depressing to have those numbers of 10 plays or more, as many of them as we had there early in the ball game. But I don't see lack of effort out there. I see guys that could be sure, more firm in their execution. And I just saw some guys out there that give their offensive line credit and their blockers credit. They did a good job on our defensive players in a lot of cases.
You've talked about looking hard at defensive help at the trade deadline. Is it realistic to think that this team is one or two pieces away from having a good defense?
Well, I don't know what's realistic. Could one better player, if we didn't pay too big a price to have a better player on defense, could it possibly help? And I'm not trying to be cute, but that's why you'd go get him, is that you'd think it could help your defense. One player away on defense. I think we're not. I think we're more than that away, but what we're closer to than it looks in my mind is executing better on defense. But they're pretty sound. They've got a young quarterback, and I'll give them that. And they've done a really good job with getting them in a spot to win games.
Would you anticipate selling any players at the deadline right now?
Not now, no.
Jerry, how long do you guys expect to have Trayvon Diggs on IR?
Again, I don't know. It depends upon he's got an area that's hurt, and that'll have to heal. And so that'll be as we get into it, and we'll see how it goes. He's just generally got to get in better shape to play.
I know you've expect to have him back this season.
Why not? Yes, why not? But there's a little beyond my expectations. We've got to see how he heals from his injury. He hasn't been there physically. They're in full shape for us.
I know Matt Eberflus is someone who means a lot to you, and you guys know him and have known him for a long time. Have you lost any confidence in his ability to get things on track based on what you've seen from the defense today and some of these games over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I think after a game like this, you say, boy, we need to make some adjustments. What the truth is, probably some adjustments. More adjustments, maybe late in that second quarter, maybe some more adjustments, that's second guessing, maybe a little more pressure, second guessing, but where he does know how is to evaluate what he's trying to do, and is a good coach in coaching them up of correcting their mistakes and getting them in there. But yeah, I've seen him take players and units, and they improve and get better as he coaches them. I've seen that. And I've seen it more than once. And so he's a good coach. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Kendrick. So
what happened? What
Jerry.
happened? Huh? Yeah, I forgot all the rambling that I kind of fell asleep. Yeah,
Really?
that's a Jerryism. I kind of fell asleep when he went to if we could have done this and we could have done this, maybe he could have gave us a chance. No, man, It wasn't nothing you could do. You got a bad football team. All right. If the plain and simple fact is the reason why you have a bad football team is because of you in the front
wow.
office. You put
Wow.
together this football team.
Wow.
You thought these players, particularly on defense, were good enough, and they aren't. The only thing the Cowboys listen, we all know this. The only thing the Cowboys care or practically do win in the National Football League is NFLShop.com. That's it. That's the only thing they actually win. It's to do anything with the NFL. When you have a has-been as an owner, and a football guy as Jerry is, and he's a has-been. We know it. He's Al Davis asleep in the in the suite booth, in the suite up there in Oakland Coliseum, the last days of his life. He's Steinbrenner, without walking into a conference room without any pants, talking about he was the reason why the Yankees got Derek Jeter. He's that guy now, right now, and it's sad. It's sad. You know, when you see a great player, like a great pitcher, Walt, that used to throw 100 miles an hour, like a Roger Clemens, and all of a sudden now he can throw is about 85 miles an hour. When you see a great football player that could have chunked the ball 70 yards down the field, now he can barely get over 15. That's what you got here, man. You got a guy who's out of touch with everything that is involved with putting together a football team. But unfortunately, nobody has the guts or the repertoire to tell him so. That's including his sons and his family members. This guy needs to be at home enjoying his grandkids, just like Mike Zimmer is. He needs to be on the porch and letting younger people who have maybe the gumption or the know-how in today's NFL to get this thing done. As long as Jerry Jones is running the show, you're going to continue to see this over and over and over again. But I did appreciate Jerry acknowledging a good ownership in the Denver Broncos, putting that stuff together. Hopefully acknowledging that how he has failed in that after 30 years, what the Broncos did in 3, he couldn't do in 30. So we hopefully we had that, but I kind of seriously doubt it with one Jerry Jones.
Well, where you want to go next? You want to go Shotty or you want to go Dak?
Let's go to Shotty. Let's go to Coach. Let's go to Coach.
All right, here goes Coach Schottenheimer.
I think, when you look at it, I'm not just going to start with the defense. I don't think any of us coached or played well enough. We knew we'd have to come in and own the line of scrimmage. I think it started up front. You got to give Denver a lot of credit. I think they moved us around pretty good. Had some big explosive runs, and that's hard. But, I told the guys, I said, look, it's one game. We did not play well. We did not coach well. We're going to get right back to work tonight. And if you let it bleed over into 2 and 3 games, then that means you're not a competitor, because this happens in this league. Yeah, definitely. I mean, a chance for sudden change. We get the turnover right away. We're down there on the half-yard line. I didn't see the penalty. But, the discipline, has to be better. I felt like there was 4 or 5 pre-snap penalties in the first half that definitely hurt us. You come into a tough place to play like this, you have to do a great job of having the discipline, and you got to score touchdowns in the red zone, because there's big momentum gains that happens when you do that. So, unfortunately, we did not do that. I thought the guys fought. I thought they battled. But at the end of the day, we did not coach or play well enough today to beat a good football team. I don't think so. I think, we all felt it, Clarence. I mean, it was one of those deals where, it was hard to get into a rhythm a little bit, they played us two-man, and he had a chance to go down the middle on Fergie, and it was, I think, the rookie, Barron, kind of looked back and got it. But I don't think so. I think, at the end of the day, Dak's done a great job of trying to just say each play is its own, and, I don't think that. I think that, but we have to win the takeover battle. We didn't do that. We've been doing that really, really well, and so, you have the one right before the half, then you have the other one right, down there late when we're fighting our butts off, try to get back in it. And that's not who we are. But, no, I don't think that it had him pressing or anything like that.
You get a game like this and know you have to match touchdown, protect, and score. Because the way your defense is certainly playing early, you have to score with it.
Yeah, we feel like we can play, with anybody no matter how the game goes. We really do. And, again, unfortunately today we did not capitalize. I really do think the first drive that we had, I think, we need to come away with 7 there. That was disappointing that we didn't. But again, this is a good football team, talking about us, that did not play very well today. We did not coach very well today. I wasn't very good today. I don't think Flus thinks he was very good today. Clayton doesn't think he was very, very good today. So we'll look at it. We're going to look at it on the plane, and we've got the extra day this week to get ready for Arizona, and that's what we're going to do. That's what good teams do. I told the guys that. I said good teams, they look at it, they look in the mirror. Adversity is a good thing, and no one likes to lose, and it's a humbling league when you come in here and you play a good football team and you kind of get beat the way we did, but get back to work. Yeah, I think, I see us every day, Todd. I do see us every day. I see what we're capable of. Here's the word that's coming back again, consistency. We're not very consistent, and we have to be more consistent, Last week we did a great job stopping the run. Tonight we didn't, and so therein lies a problem. Last couple games we've been protecting the football, which has given us a chance. Tonight we didn't. So I think we're a talented football team. I know we have things to get better at and improve on, but I do think we're a good football team. And we played a good football team tonight and didn't play well. And so, again, I'm going to give them credit, and they deserve it.
You mentioned the consistency part of it. How do you break this, one win, one loss, week-to-week thing? What do you do? What's the answer?
There's no magic pill. You work, you emphasize practice. You emphasize the things that you need to work on and improve. There's going to be quite a few of those things. I think penalties. We've been actually too consistent having penalties over the last couple games. We need to tighten that up. That's a discipline thing that we need to do a better job of as a coaching staff. And but again, we're sitting in this position at 3-4-1. We got one more game before the bye, and. Again, I think that we'll make a lot of progress hopefully this week and bounce back, because if you don't bounce back in this league, then it goes the other way. You want to have streaks of wins, but you also don't want to have streaks of losses. So we'll have a hell of a week of practice, and we'll clean up the things we got to clean up.
John Machota with The Athletic. How do you keep the team positive after a game like this where it could be pretty demoralized, especially for defense?
Yeah, be honest. Be honest. I mean, what I said to him, John, I said, look, I said, if anybody feels like you coached or played well today, okay, raise your hand. And there was not a single hand that went up. I said, okay, I agree with that. I said, we have to learn from it. We have to fix it, Got beat up a little bit today, and there was a bunch of moving parts, and we were throwing guys in there on defense a little bit late, and they were attacking a few guys. And but again, the biggest thing you do is you be honest. I'm never going to lie to these guys. I'm not. I mean, that's not who I am as a man. I'm going to always hold myself accountable. I'm always going to look at myself first. And like I said, adversity in this league is not a bad thing. The adversity is bad if it lets you affect you, and if you let it begin to point fingers and, well, what about this and that? Our guys won't do that. It's a tight-knit again, I'm going to go back to the culture. The culture of this team is great. Those guys played hard. Proud of Joe Milton. Joe Milton went in there, mop-up duty, played well. Jalen Tolbert, guy that's fighting off for more playing time, makes a great catch. That's who we are as a football team from a culture standpoint, but we have to play better. We have to execute better. We have to coach better. Got to call better plays. And that's what we'll get started on here in about an hour on the plane.
And then in terms of the pre-snap penalties, just on your guys' first offensive possession, you guys get down there and
I don't know. We need to look at it. I want to see the play. I want to see the first one. I don't know. I think that it's a loud place. It's a tough environment. They've got a very good home record here. We know that. That's not a surprising deal, but no excuses. We got to look at it and figure it out. But we're better than, what was it, 5? I think it was 5. 5 pre-snap penalties the first half, and very costly penalties in a couple of those areas. Yeah.
Outside of what you've been preaching as far as self-discipline, is there a point that you get to where you look to start policing the penalties with like playing time when you have positions that can afford it?
Yeah, absolutely. Again.
All right, that was Shoddy. Kendrick, do you have any dispute what Shoddy was saying there?
Listen, I want to listen. I like Shoddy, but not there. He sounded like a delusional man. No, coach, you do not have a good football team. It's not a good football team. You played 8 weeks, you only won 3 games. You're not a consistent football team. You won 1 and you lost 1. So you up and down. We got good football players on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, you're trash. And it don't matter where players are out. Some of those players that were out were trash when they was off in there too. So I don't understand what in the hell he's talking about there. About you are what your record says you are. You're 3, 4, and 1. You are a highly penalized team. That's what the stats say. You're top 10 in penalties, and penalty yardage. So I don't know what he's trying to move the goalpost on. Maybe the owner had a come to Jesus meeting in the locker room that scared the heck out of all of them. But one thing he is right, they didn't coach worth a darn. They didn't play worth a darn, and they didn't play hard in this game. To say your team played hard this game, and we saw on the field, you contradicted yourself. You say you got beat up on the line on both lines of scrimmage. That means you didn't play hard. That means they were wearing you out. That means they was moving you. And when you move a guy, that means that's something mental also. And it wasn't just the start of the game. It got worse as the game went on. I'm not saying guys quit, but guys had a dejected look in their face as the game went on. I mean, case in point, look at your star players. Look at the look on Dak's face as the game went on. Look on CeeDee Lamb's face. Did those guys look like they had the fight was in them in the fourth quarter? I mean, you didn't have to fight any because you put in the backups in there. I mean,
yeah, you put Sleepy Joe in.
Yeah, I mean, you got the crap beat out of you. This is the fourth time that you've given up. Your defense is giving up 40 plus in a game, and we know, Walt, if the Cowboys can't score 30 or plus, they're not winning. Today they scored 24, and really, if you want to put it in when it's competitive, they only scored 17. And this is the first game that Dak Prescott wasn't good in. So you're basically saying your offense has to play perfect football because you know your defense is going to give up yards and a lot of them every game. And there's no quick fix for that. This defense is what it is. But give me a break. You can miss me with that. You're a good football team. You're not a good football team. You're one of the worst football teams in the league. If you want to scale on a higher level, you're an inconsistent football team, but you're nowhere close to good. So I don't know what the heck Shotty's talking about with that. Give me a break with that. That was too much coach. That was too much coach speak. He was going on about there. But anyway.
Well, let's go to the QB1. Hear what he had to say about tonight's
It's
matchup.
his first bad game. This is his first bad game of the season.
Well, I'm interested to see. Let's hear what he got to say.
Yeah, surprised for sure. It's a good word to use. Frustrated as well. Frustrating. Yeah, as you said, right, what we've been doing, what we're capable of doing, didn't really ever get it going. Having an opportunity right there in the first drive of getting down there in the red zone, being able to have a chance to put 7 up and settling for a field goal, that was the start of it. And the rest just kind of followed that, and us not making the plays that was necessary. And credit to those guys. Credit to Coach Joseph, defensive coordinator, making it tough on us. And they got the best of us, that's for sure. Yeah, for sure. Definitely a force. That one right before half. They're playing 2-man. Was working the slant to the left. 2-man inside leverage wasn't there. Came back and was hoping that, maybe me and Ferg, right, could just kind of make a ball player's play. And the DB made the better play. He turned faster than I wanted him to. Ferg was more on top of him, so the back shoulder wasn't quite the throw, and that's what I threw, and he made the catch, and just a force right there. And then the one later is just pure miscommunication. CD wanted to go around the guy and keep going. I was expecting him to sit it down right and just kind of trust throw it right there. The guy made a hell of a play, and so that's just got to be on the same page, especially in the red zone, especially in a game like this when we're trying to come back and get in the end zone. So 2 unacceptable plays, really. Yep.
Going back to that play through the half, you had field goals in the back pocket pretty much.
Yep.
And you get the ball to start the second half. But it seemed like I'm not settling for a field goal 30 seconds left. I'm trying to make a big play down the field.
Yeah, well,
that one of those situations where I want to score a touchdown, not necessarily so.
Yeah, I definitely pressed there. I wouldn't say that was trying to, let's go get a touchdown, but definitely was trying to make the field goal easier. Was trying to get more than what I still think we probably needed 5 or so. Maybe we didn't need anything, right, with Brandon, but trying to make it easier on him. Like I said, it was really working a slant. Slant wasn't there. Great defensive call there. And 2-man was a great call versus the play that we had. And like I said, I forced the throw and wasn't the type of throw that was required in that situation, and really should have just got off of that and progressed. And so, yeah, to your point, that was one of those of, being frustrated, trying to keep up, and just can't do that, period.
So Trey was off the field a couple of times. It didn't seem like y'all targeted him. I think you could have targeted more. Did you notice when he's not putting on the field at all?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely noticed that. It's a lot that goes into that, right? You've got 2 elite guys out at receiver. I don't really honestly care who's guarding them. No disrespect to the guys out there, even Surtain. So, I mean, it's not like, he's out there, I need to attack this other guy. I mean, I was just fine attacking 21. But the opportunities, we didn't make them when they presented themselves, and they did a better job. 3-4-1. Yeah, I mean, we've got to find consistency, honestly. The frustrating part about, coming out here and we lost a game playing our best, you can somewhat live with that, But when we didn't play anything close to that, I mean, I think Shotty said it in there. If there's somebody that feels like they played their best, come forward and say it. And I don't know if there's any player in that locker room that's going to feel that way. And so, talking about identity, trying to find it, we were far from anything that we've been, especially on the offensive side of the ball today. And so that's what's as frustrating as anything is we didn't even play to our identity. We didn't play to our standard. And we've got to find a way to do that on the road. Once again, credit them, credit the crowd, credit the defensive coordinator and those guys out there playing. They did a hell of a job. And so, but we've got to overcome that, especially with the players and the people that we've got. Something I've got to go back and look at. It's crazy. Like, I mean, honestly, when I heard that, it just stung even more, right? Ferg doesn't have a catch, a guy that's been, 5 or 6 catches every game, just a consistent target. Us not being able to get him the ball. I know there was one player so that me and him both didn't do what the defense presented, right? And so that probably took a target away from him, but that's just one. And so, yeah, they knew what we were trying to do. They knew who our top targets were, and they did a good job of taking those away. And when they didn't completely take them away, they made it hard on us to take advantage of it, whether it be the pass rush or just the scheme that they had in the coverage. Yeah, we've got people that care about this game, and just breaking down the team right in the locker room. The old saying, adversity reveals character, and also it builds it. And so, who are we? And just challenged everybody, myself included, to look in the mirror and are we giving enough? Are you giving enough throughout the week, throughout your preparation, and particularly on game day, right? To make sure that you're giving your best performance. And so, I know the coaches, I know the men in that building. I know how pissed we all are from this, and I know the way that we're going to get back to work and be ready for Monday night. And so it's a hell of a business we're in. It's a tough business, but I wouldn't choose anything else and wouldn't choose any other men than those guys in those locker room and those coaches. We're going to come together, and we're going to make sure that this doesn't turn into 2 games, and more importantly, we need to find a way to get a streak going on the winning streak. As I know I talked to y'all about that Thursday, that was the most important thing to me, and to come out here and not even get close to that is very, very frustrating as a leader of this team. So it's about making sure we get back to practice, we get back to the details and the intentionality of what we're trying to do on every phase and every drill and everything that we do to make sure we come out here next Monday or whatever it is, and put a better performance, and then we can try to stack 2. But we've got to go get a win.
Why do you think this Denver team is so good here?
Here at home? Yeah, I mean, one, the crowd helps. That crowd noise was tough. You saw a couple of pre-snap penalties. I had one myself. They do a good job there, and then that they play to the snap count, they play to the silent count. Those edge rushers, the D line. And that's why they lead in sacks. That's why they lead in third down. So sure, they're a stat-driven team, but when you play them, you can see why. And they do a good job of it. So once again, all the credit to them. But we didn't play anywhere close to our standard. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. They've got a lot of guys out. They've got a lot of guys down, right? And guys are having to step up. And so it's just about, taking advantage of your opportunity, whoever's in there, right, and believing. I don't even need to know if I need to go any further than that, and believing in yourself, believing in the scheme, and that just comes through communication and trust. I always say confidence is earned. So we've got to go back on all phases and earn it, and earn the confidence to come out here and have a good game. But that starts tomorrow, and that starts in practice. So Sunday is just a result of throughout the week. Yeah, just focus, simple focus. Communication, really. It's communication first and then focus. And we've got to be elite at communicating. Like I said, the one that I had, right, I could have made a call that, change the snap count or change the way that we're approaching it so everybody understood it. And we didn't. So you've just got to make sure those things don't happen, because in a game like this, against a team like this, that they want to play second down like third down, the worst you can do is to get behind the chains. And so we did that a couple of times in a couple of drives, and that ultimately hurt us. I mean, me personally, I don't think it's hard, and that's what I enjoy about being the leader of this team, is trying to echo my thoughts to the other guys. It's about, as I just said, it's about what you're doing. It's about what you're putting into this game, and it's not just on Sunday, right? As I said, Sunday's a result of the week. It's about, when you're in the building for one thing, but when you're outside of the building, the film study you're doing, all the work that you're putting in individually to make sure that you don't let your teammates down, and more importantly, that you're ready to make the plays when they come your way. And so, as I said, adversity reveals character, and again, it builds character. So we've just got to get back to the basics. We've got to get back to practicing the right way, practicing hard, which we do. I'm not saying that we don't, but we've got to make sure practice carries over into Sunday, and this week it didn't.
All right, Kendrick, that was QB1. Any argument? Any Beef for what he had to say?
I don't know, beef for what he got to say. Just listen. You got to listen. You got a bad football team. It is a thing though on the offensive side that they only play well at home. You look at the road
Yeah.
schedule.
We're a home team this season.
Yeah,
We haven't lost at home yet.
Yeah, but that don't mean a doggone thing because because the way the Cowboys going, even if they have their best day, they're going to be on the road if they make the playoffs, which they're not. But you got half your games on the road and half your games at home, so you're not playing every game at home. So you offensively, they're going to have to figure that out what they need to do to become a better team at home. But we talked about it. I mean, on the road, but we talked about it in pregame about that crowd up there. The stadium is built like this. It's built
yes,
up.
You
it's
did.
Not
you
built
did
wide.
say that.
So it's very difficult to hear up there, and it was a problem. They had a lot of pre-snap penalties. They put them behind the chains. Even on starting up on first down, even when they got plays complete, they had to go back because pre-snap penalties. So they get to be back home next Monday night. It's a big game. They got to win it against the guy who's never lost in that building at any point of time in his football playing career, Kyler Murray. For his high school, college, and pro, he's never lost. So somebody's streak is going to be busted next Monday night. But again, Walt, it goes back to what we're saying. This team has is literally bad on defense. I can't the numbers are the numbers. You're 32nd in defense. You're 30th in run defense. You're 30th second in pass defense. You're 32nd in scoring defense. You're 32nd in third down defense. All across the board, you are bad all around on defense. And now you got Kyler Murray. Here we go. Another dual threat quarterback, a quarterback that can run and throw it. He's got good receivers. So it could be another long night where the Cowboys are going to have to put in 30 plus. And if they don't do that, we know this is factual. If the Cowboys don't put in 30 points, they don't win the game. That's bottom line. They don't win the game.
I agree.
So are we ready for the stats and facts?
Oh, you want to do it?
Yeah, why not?
Right, man. Yeah.
Why not?
Let's go. Let's go to the stats and facts, man.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead. We already had we already had a lot of pain. We're finishing off with some more pain. All right, stats and facts brought to you by me, myself, and I am Walt Chisholm. Hey, Walt Chisholm. The Denver Broncos had 25 first downs to the Cowboys 24. Third down efficiency, Cowboys were just 4 of 11. That's not going to get it done on third down. Bad third down efficiency. We talked about it a while ago. Cowboys couldn't get out the way, couldn't make plays on third down. Long third and fifth. Meanwhile, the Broncos they were 5 of 8 on third down. Cowboys, 1 on fourth down. The Broncos didn't have to take the fourth down, so they didn't make the third down. So they didn't have to attempt the fourth down in this game. Total plays, Cowboys had 68 total plays to the Broncos 57. But total yardage, we talk about that magic number. The Cowboys have the number one yardage, number one in total yardage in the NFL. Because they usually get over 400. Well, they was under that. It was just 339 today. Meanwhile, the Broncos were over 400 yards. They were 426. Total drives, Cowboys had 12. Broncos had 12 to the Cowboys 11. Yards per play, Cowboys had 5 yards per play. The Broncos had 8 yards per play. Walt, 8 yards per play. That's not going to get it done. Passing yardage, 247, 231 in favor of the Broncos. Yards per pass, 8.5 to 6.2 in favor of the Broncos. The Broncos had 1 interception. The Cowboys had 2. Back through 2 interceptions. And also the Cowboys gave up 2 sacks in this game for minus 15 yards. Rushing yardage, Broncos won that also. The Broncos had 179 to the Cowboys 108. And the Broncos was 6.4 yards a carry to the Cowboys 3.5. You're not winning games if you're giving up 6 yards per rush and about 8 yards per pass. I mean 9 yards per pass. You're not winning any ball games in this league, especially on the road. Red zone, the Broncos were pretty good. They were 4 out of 5. The Cowboys were 2 out of 4. Penalty yardage, we talked about it. The Broncos 7 penalties for 42 yards. The Cowboys 9 penalties for 80 yards in the game. And time of possession, Cowboys had 33 minutes and 32 seconds to the Broncos 26 minutes and 28 seconds. Let's get to the individual stats, if you will. Let's get to the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his worst game of the season, 19 of 31. He pressed all day and missed some plays also. Just 188 yards. No touchdowns in the game. We talked about it in the pregame. Dak playing clean. He wasn't clean today. He had no touchdowns. He had 2 interceptions. He was sacked twice in the game, like we talked about. He had a QBR of 65.1 and a rating of 51.5. Joe Milton, he got to play some. That was a bad thing. He was 3 of 4 in the game for 58 yards. He did have a touchdown in the game. He had a 99.8 QBR rating and 156 overall rating. Rushing attempts, Javonte Williams, 13 carries for 41 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, 3.1 yards a carry. Dak Prescott, he was your second leading rusher. 6 carries for 31 yards on the night. We had Jadon Blue, 8 carries for 29 yards. Malik Davis got in there. He had 2 carries for 3 yards. CDM had a carry for 2 yards, and Hunter Lipke also had a carry for 2 yards. George Pickens was the high man of the night on receiving. 7 catches for 78 yards in this game off 9 targets. CeeDee Lamb also 7 catches for 74 yards off 10 targets. Neither one had a touchdown in this game. One who did was Jalen Tolbert. It didn't mean nothing, but he did have his first touchdown of the season. 2 catches for 47 yards.
And that touchdown was questionable because it looked like he stepped out of bounds.
It really did like he stepped out of bounds.
I mean, it felt like they just gave it to the Cowboys because they feel sorry for him.
Yeah. 2 targets. Luke Schoonemaker, 2 catches for 25 yards off 3 targets. Brevin Spanford, 1 catch for 9 yards. Javonte Williams also had a catch for 9 yards. And Ryan Fournor had a catch for 7 yards. Devontae Turpin also had a catch for -2 yards. But the one guy, we talked about it in the pregame, I thought was going to have a good game. He had no catches in this game. He only had 1 target. No catches for no yards. That's Jake Ferguson. On National Tight Ends Day, he got shut down on National Tight Ends Day with no catches by that Orange Crush defense of the Denver Broncos. All right, let's get to some defensive stats. Yeah. All right. Kenneth Murray, Jr., 7 total tackles, 3 solo. This won't take long in the game. Deron Bland, he had 7 total tackles, 3 solo. He had a tackle for loss. Tyrese Bridges, 4 total tackles, 4 solo. He also, I think, had an interception on the night. Yeah, also he had 2 passes defense. Marquise Bell, 4 tackles, 3 solo. Shamar James, 4 tackles, 1 solo in the game. Killer Elam, 3 total tackles, 2 solo on the game. Elijah Clark, 6 total tackles, 4 solo on the game. That'll do it right there for the Cowboys. Let's get to the Broncos. Bo Nix had himself a game. The Cowboys had another game where they gave up 4 touchdowns to a quarterback. That's 3 times this season. They gave up 4 plus to a quarterback. Bo Nix was 19 of 29 of the game, 247. He had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. He had a QBR rating of 82.8, overall rating of 117.4. J.K. Dobbins, the former Raven, he had himself a night. He ain't seen this kind of running room since he was at Ohio State. 15 carries for $111 on the night. 7.4 yards a carry in this game, including a long of 25. RJ Harvey, he was scoring touchdowns all day today. 7 carries for 46 yards, including that untouched 40-yarder. He also had another rushing touchdown, which gave him 2 on the night. Marvin Mims Jr., 3 carries for 18 yards. Tyler Batty, 1 carry for 6 yards, Jared Stidham, 1 carry for -1 yards, and Bo Nix also had a carry for -1 yards. Troy Franklin, the rookie, had himself a night. Tonight, the second round pick, 6 catches for 89 yards. He come in without having a touchdown this season. Well, guess what? He had 2 tonight. Courtesy of the Cowboys defense. Cortland Sutton, 4 catches for 64 yards. Pat Bryant, he also had 2 catches for 40 yards. Who he played for, but he did have a touchdown. Evan Ingram, 4 catches for 36 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 2 catches for 10 yards. And R.J. Harvey, he had a catch for 5 yards, but with 4 touchdowns in this game. As far as the Denver defense, Alex Singleton, 11 total tackles, 2 solo in this game. Chris Abrams drained 9 total tackles, 5 solo in this game. Riley Moss, one of the other corners, the other starting corner, 6 total tackles, 4 solo in this game. He also had 4 passes for defense. Brandon Jones, 6 total tackles, 3 solo in this game, 1 pass defense, 1 QB hit. And Patrick Surtain, he had 5 total tackles, 4 solo, 1 pass defense for the Denver Broncos. And that's your stats and facts of this 44-24 beatdown. 8 straight for the Broncos over the Cowboys in Mile High. Next up for the Cowboys, Monday night against that man, Kyler Murray, who's never lost, once again, at any stage in his football life, high school, college, and pro, at the AT&T Stadium. And meanwhile, the Cowboys are, quote, quote, undefeated this season at AT&T Stadium. Somebody's streak is going up in flames. My money is on the Cowboys.
My money's on Kyler Murray. It ends next Monday night for Kyler Murray. It's over. It ends next Monday night.
Oh, congratulations, Michael Parsons, for being player of the game tonight. Just saying.
So back to what I was saying. It comes to an end for Kyler Murray next Monday night. The streak will end.
Yeah, another dual threat quarterback. Another dual threat quarterback that can pass and run. Yeah. Spells doom for the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, since Kyler Murray been in the league, ain't been able to catch up with them little short legs. Just running and gunning all over. I see no difference.
We'll see about that.
Defense. Especially with this defense.
But for us, we'll be back tomorrow night because the hat that Kendrick's got on, our Dallas Mavericks are going to be taking on that team. Tomorrow night, Oklahoma City. The champs coming to town, and we got them. And we got them in the AAC tomorrow night, and we're going to be back for that.
Yeah, champs coming in town.
Yeah,
champs coming in town.
So there's
champs
that.
Coming in town.
But
champs coming in town. Champs coming in town.
My God.
Champs coming in town. Champs coming in town. Oh, God. Champs coming in town. Champs coming in town.
But thank you. It's been a long day. You've seen us all evening, pretty much today.
All evening, yeah. It was longer after we saw that Cowboy game today. Thank goodness the Mavericks got a win.
Big shout out to everybody who tuned in and stayed in tune with us. But we'll be back tomorrow night. But until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, then we'll see you around live tomorrow night when the Thunder and the Mavericks go head up and the Mavericks beat the Thunder tomorrow night.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.
Hey, Cowboys, Mavs, Rangers, Stars, and Wings fans. It's me, Kendrick, here. I know the season may not or may be going exactly how you want it or not. But hey, like and subscribe to all those bFb DFW content. You see me. I mean, forget about the other guys, because I'm the real star here. But hey, if you want to see Walt, Shams, and Vosh, that's okay. It's okay. But remember, it's all about me. So still, like and subscribe for, me and the other guys. Okay.